What better way to see the American landscape than from the observation car on an Amtrak train? With big windows and a variety of seats, the sightseer lounges on Amtrak are popular ways to watch the world pass by. Hi, I'm still Jeremy. Let's take a look at what Amtrak's observation cars are, which routes they're available on, and what a trip inside them is like. So, do all Amtrak trains have observation cars? No. In fact, only a few do, mostly western routes like California Zephyr and Empire Builder. The scenery you get from a train window, though, is one of the key reasons that people ride Amtrak in the first place. And if your train doesn't have an observation car, don't worry too much. All cars have windows. You'll be able to gaze at the mesmerizing landscape outside. The observation car goes by many names. You'll also see it called a sightseer lounge, an observation deck, or even the lounge cafe. Whatever you call it, out of 50 plus Amtrak routes, only these 8 have an observation car. All of them are long-distance overnight trains. They are California Zephyr, which runs between San Francisco and Chicago, City of New Orleans between Chicago and New Orleans, Coast Starlight between Los Angeles and Seattle, Empire Builder between Chicago and either Seattle or Portland, Southwest Chief between Los Angeles and Chicago, Texas Eagle, also between LA and Chicago but through Texas, Sunset Limited between Los Angeles and New Orleans, and Capital Limited between Chicago and Washington, D.C., which is the only Amtrak service in the East with an observation car. There are other long-distance overnight trains, but they don't have observation cars. These include Auto Train, Cardinal, Crescent, and the Silver Service. None of the daytime-only routes have a dedicated observation car. Other services used to have observation cars, but as of this video, they've been discontinued. Always look on the Amtrak website for any news about exactly what your train has. So where exactly is the observation car on an Amtrak train? It's usually right next to the dining car, or sometimes one car away. Any of the staff on the train can help you find it, just ask. What makes the observation car so attractive for Amtrak passengers are the big windows that arc up even to the ceiling, the different types of seats, and the ability to either strike up conversations with new people, sit and chat or play games with your group of friends, or just enjoy the views alone with your own thoughts. Since the observation car is only found on superliner trains, not viewliner trains, that means that you'll be up on the second level. Even pulling into a station is more majestic from up here. The first level of the observation car, by the way, is a small cafe where you can buy simple snacks and drinks, including beer. There's also a place to sit on the first level, but you're welcome to eat and drink in the main part of the sightseer lounge. There is no assigned seating or reservation system in the Amtrak observation car, so it's first come, first served. People come and go all day, from their seat or sleeper compartment to the observation car and back again. Others hang out in the cafe or even the dining car outside mealtimes, which, even on trains that don't have an observation car, can offer relaxing views just as nice. Check with the staff though, you might not be able to do this. As for accommodations in the observation car, there are simple swivel chairs facing the windows on either side. Some are individual and some are grouped together with a little table to hold your stuff. And there are booths with tables for up to 4 people. There are even power outlets in the observation car you can use. The views you get from the sightseer lounge car are often great, but a lot of the fun is in just watching it all pass by, whatever it looks like. I personally think the pace is almost as important as the landscape itself on Amtrak. So note that the photos you see, even on Amtrak's website, aren't necessarily what you can see from the train. For example, this shot of Crater Lake in Oregon on the Coast Starlight page. In fact, the route goes to the east of the lake, and you'd have to get off mid-journey and go there separately. But you will indeed be amazed by the train view on any route, whether it's the Pacific Northwest, the amazing rocks of the desert Southwest, the California coast, or the pleasantness of the Midwest and the Great Lakes. Some etiquette rules apply to the observation car. On the most scenic parts of popular routes, it can be hard to find a seat. Do some research about upcoming great views and come early. But don't hog the seat too long if the observation car is full. Give someone else a chance. On quieter parts of the journey, it should be easier to find a seat. So if you want the Amtrak observation car experience, try any of these 8 routes that offer it. If the route you want doesn't have it, you'll still be able to enjoy the views. But at least once in your life, try to take a trip on an Amtrak train with an observation car. We're lucky that it still exists, this holdover from another era of travel that feels as relaxing, inspiring, and refreshing as it did decades ago. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos for travel tips, stories from my own travels, and my experiences as a type 1 diabetic wanderer. See you on the rails.